Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for a technical interview. So whether you're looking for an internship, whether you're looking for a full-time job as a software developer, technical interviews can be pretty challenging. Usually they consist of probably at first a phone screen where it's not really technical and the person kind of just gets to know you. Then there's usually a second round where it's pretty technical and they assess your skills, your knowledge. And then the third round, there could be more than three, but usually there's a third round where you go on site, you meet the team, and then you do probably some more technical problems and before they make the final decision. We're going to be focusing on the technical aspects of the interview. So let's just get right into it. So the first tip that I have when you're looking for a job is to apply to a ton of other jobs that are related to the one you're searching for or related to your skill sets and actually just go through their interview process, right? It's kind of like doing a mock interview, but you're actually going through the interview process and genuinely doing the actual interviews. This is a great way to get not only to get experience doing interviews, you get to simulate the environment of an interview because it really is an interview. You get more familiar with how the process goes. You get more comfortable speaking to another person, and most importantly, you get comfortable at coding like live, right? Usually, the tech interviews are online. You kind of get a text editor online, like they send you a link, and then you just write some code, and then it runs through some tests. And then based on that, the interview keeps going, whatever. So it's a really, really great way to practice your interview skills. And honestly, at one of my previous internships, the interns were made to go through a ton of interviews just to build their interview skills, and it helped so much you don't even understand. So I would definitely recommend that you just apply to a ton of jobs and then go through their interview processes. It's honestly priceless. So the second tip I have is to go on this thing called LeadCode. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's basically a website where there's a ton of problems that you can do, right? There's a ton of sum of an array or whatever, and they're rated by difficulty. You can do hard ones, medium, easy, and you can go to right here, top interview questions. And guys, basically, if you can do all of these interview questions, you're probably good to go, right? Look at this. I've done so many easy ones. How many hard ones? Whatever. What you can do here is that you can basically just go through, if you can do literally all of these, how many are there? I think there's 100, right? Okay, to 145. If you can go through and do all of these, you're probably going to be good for your interview. This is a great way to, again, simulate the environment of an interview, because if you go in, right, if you click on it, it basically gives you the problem on the left, and there's a text editor on the right, and it's kind of like what an interview looks like. So you see right here, there's a place to put code, and then there's the actual description of the problem. This is great practice, guys. You can pick a ton of different topics based on what you're trying to learn or what you have to improve on. So this is a great way to practice for your interviews. So my next tip would be to get the book Cracking the Coding Interview. I'm sure you guys have heard a ton about this. It's probably one of the most famous books about coding that exist. What it is that it has a ton of problems with solutions at the back of the book. It's based off of interviews from big tech companies. So there's Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple, whatever, all of those companies. They actually use their interview processes, and the book asks you questions similar to the ones that these big tech companies would ask. So it's phenomenal practice if you can just go through the problems. There's also refreshers on computer science topics that you could go through. So it really has everything in one. And it has everything that you would need to know going into a tech interview. It is probably 1,000 pages long. I don't know how long it is. It's thick. But if you pick and choose, where you need to improve and go through it, it's great. So my last tip, this is kind of a non-traditional one. So what you can do to prepare for a coding interview or to basically practice coding really, if you're on this channel and you're trying to learn how to code, this is a great tip for how to practice on coding. I'll probably make a video about this specifically. This has helped me a lot in the past. So what you can do is you go on GitHub, you go to explore, and then it'll kind of recommend you. I guess right now I'm getting repositories recommended to me based on topics that I'm interested in. So what you can do is you go to any repository, right? Preferably one that is written in the language that you're looking for a job for, or has similar tech to the ones you need for your job. So what you can do is you can go into a repository, and then you can go to the open issues, and basically this gives you a list of open bugs that currently exist in this repository. And what you can do, you can fork the repo, you can update the code, you can make changes, and then you can make a pull request. And guys, this is literally what having a And guys, this is literally the incredible practice. If you could pull it down, fix the problem, and then your pull request accepted. This is literally like exactly like having a job. This is what you would do in the actual workplace. So I find this to be really, really, really good advice, a really good way to practice, because all these problems, they're super niche. Some of them are harder, some of them are easier. But if you can build a habit, and honestly, you get one of these pull requests approved, it's very difficult. And if you could do that, it's priceless. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, when you're looking for a job, the most important thing is to be relaxed. Don't panic. If you practice enough, if you study enough, you will be ready and you will be confident. So don't panic. You can do it. Like, you're smart enough to get the job. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and enjoy your coding. See you later.